Hi everyone, welcome to BRR Knowledge Center. Hi, this is BRR, and in this today's session, we are going to discuss about job security tool demonstration live. So in the earlier session, we talk about the introduction part of job security tool. So how it is going to helpful for a web developer to identify vulnerabilities before they get deployed into production or live environment. So now in this session, we will see practically how we are going to start using this job security tool and how we are going to scan a particular web application and the different scan configurations. So quickly, I'm just opening this job security tool here. Let's see like what are all the options available in the job security tool and how those are going to helpful for a developer to identify the exposures for the vulnerabilities. So let's start this session. So I'm just opening this tool. So once you start launching of your job tool, it is going to display the welcome screen as like this. So as I mentioned, if you want to purchase the job session, you just select either first option, second option, third option, fourth option. Among all these options, you you may need to select one of the option to start this job tool. So for me right now, I don't want to purchase my job session at this moment. Hence, I'm going to select this no option and just clicking on this, start option. So when I click on this option, I'm getting this welcome screen is like this. So this is what the main screen for the having saying that it is ready to scan your web application. If you look at this here, we have different options like safe mode and the protected mode and standard mode and attack mode. By default, it was in standard mode. It's nothing but, so this was in previous release and you can do anything here if it was in standard mode. If it is in safe mode, so if you select safe mode, that means no potential dangerous operations have been permitted in this. And if you selected protected mode, that means you can only perform dangerous actions on URLs that was or those were captured in the scope. And coming to this attack mode, this is a new mode which got introduced in this new release that are in the scope or active scanners as soon as they are discovered. That means when the URL is discovered, they will get a response and the response will get parsed. And if they identify any new URLs as part of this response, and then those are also getting considered here and then scan it. So now we'll go with the standard mode here as it is. But before getting into this, I just wanted to tell about some of the features and the kind of vulnerabilities it is going to cover as part of job. So firstly, it is an open source tool which can be no, which is offered by OSAP organization. It's nothing but Open Web Application Security Project. So where there are a large community of people are working for making this as more standard coming to the latest technologies. So this basically used for the penetration testing, so that they'll penetrate inputs and inject some inputs and do testing, test penetration testing of your web application. So it helps basically to identify the security vulnerabilities before it gets deployed into your live system in your hand. Okay. Now, so what are all vulnerabilities it is going to handle it as part of this? So what are all the vulnerabilities it is going to handle it? That means job can scan below vulnerabilities with the captured web application traffic. So what are all those? Then first one is SQL injection, and second one is broken authentication, and sensitive data exposure, and broken access control, and cross-site scripting. This is a major vulnerability which has been raised by cybersecurity, and nowadays, as all most of the websites are affected this category. And insecurity serialization or components which were having known vulnerabilities, and CSRF, cross request forgery, and insecure deserialization, and components with known vulnerabilities, etc. So these are some of the vulnerabilities it is going to scan through web application to detect issues. Okay, and out of these also it is going to be categorized, and it is going to be applied when it comes to context, that we can see like what are all other aspects and other vulnerability issues and categories coming in as part of ZAP tool. Let's quickly go to this tool. And as I said, we have the standard mode, and this is the left section, and this is the right section, this is the bottom section. In this left section, it is going to always display you the websites, what are all the websites has been configured and scanned as part of ZAP tool. And the right section is going to give you the automated scanner manual explore configuration details, and the bottom section is going to display history, that means targeted website and search and alerts and output, all these tabs. Now firstly we'll go with the automated scan. Here it is going to ask you the URL for this. I'm just giving webscantest.com. This is the website I'm giving it. As soon as you give this website, when you click on this attack, it is going to start discover the website and get all the information from this root folder. When it comes to history, it is only always having one targeted website because I did not manually navigate it. I just only given the website root level. And coming to this alerts and this output and search, if you want to search something, let's say like I wanted to search some cross-site word, it is going to tell that these are requests which are having this cross-site word. And coming to the alerts, it is going to display what are all the vulnerabilities have been explored right now, and all this stuff is displayed under this alerts folder here. So these are all the vulnerabilities categories: cross-domain misconfiguration, extreme options, absence of anti-cross-site request forgery, and then now new issue got introduced here: application error disclosure. So this is got one URL here, and that URL you can see here. This is a polyfills bundle.js file. So, and again, output is nothing but the output of your request. And Spider, this is the default scanner. This is the default scanning act mechanism. This ZAP is going to use it here, Spider. So it is a tool kind of thing. In the ZAP, we have two scanning configurations. One is Spider, and another one is the active scan. So Spider is a tool that is used to automatically discover new resources on a particular website. So it begins with a list of URLs to visit, and actually which depends on how the spider is started. The spider then visits these URLs. Let's look at here. Now another one is started Ajax Spider. As Spider is the default one, and Ajax Spider was actually it's a add-on integrates in the job. So as a crawler of Ajax rich sites called crawljax, you can use it to identify the pages of the targeted site, and also you can combine it with the normal spider but better results. Okay, so by default when you scan through automated scan, it is going to start with first spider. Once spider is done, you can look at here progress 100%. It was already done. Now it was started. Another one is Ajax Spider. Now it is doing another kind of scanning using Ajax Spider. But the difference between these two was Spider is only looking at the what I said, it is going into deeper and looking at the response of request, and it is going to discover your response, and it will identify if anything is coming as part of response, like base tag or anchor tag or link or frame or iframe, meta tag. All these tags are having any URLs, and it will get all this list of URLs and it will start scanning all those URLs in Spider. Okay, and Ajax Spider is a little bit, as I said, it's an add-on, so which basically use it for kind of crawler. We can access this as part of automated scan, but not comes in manual explorer that we will see in the later. So if you look at alerts, you can see all the list of alerts which got reported here, and also you can see different recognition symbols here. This is alerts, like this is high priority, and these are medium, and this is low, and this is informative, etc., etc. And also you can see the number of requests has been captured here, and notes added. Everything you can export it here. There is an option if you want to export, and also you have a menu here, report, where you can export report in HTML or XML, Markdown, JSON, etc., etc. Based on your need, you can export that. So now it looks like, so the scan was done. This also. So this is what automated scanning happening here. I didn't see any left section part because I'm not manually navigated here. Everything has been done automatically. Now quickly go back to this manual explorer, and I'll use same URL, and I'm going to select browser here, either Chrome or Firefox. So based on that, it is going to launch my URL into that particular browser. Now let's see, like I have selected Firefox. It's opening Firefox here, and it is launching my website here. So that way I can navigate through my required, or the couple of links, not all links or not all pages in my site. Let's say like this particular page I'm navigating here, and in this I'm navigating another page. That's it. I'm just closing this. So I don't want all other stuff here. Now, if you look at history, so see here, number of requests has been captured now. Earlier, it has been only one targeted site. Now, different things are captured because I manually navigated through different pages. Now, so you close this previous scan report, and here in the left side you can see the manually navigated pages here. Basically, this was my website, my main website, but as part of this, other websites has been called internally. Hence, everything has been captured and can be seen in the left section. And go to your particular website here, whatever website you want, right click on it and select a tag and choose Spider or Active Scan or Force Browser Site. So these are different options actually we have initially. So Active Scan, as I said, Spider, as I said, it is going to discover the response and get the other URLs. But when it comes to Active Scan, it attempts to find potential vulnerabilities by using known attack against selected targets. So active scan is an attack on those targets, so we should not use it actually for to scan nested level of scanning. So hence we always suggest to go for a spider scanning. So it should be noted that active scanning can only find certain type of vulnerabilities. So logical vulnerabilities such as broken access control will not be found by any active or automated vulnerability scanning. So manual penetration testing should always be performed in addition to active scanning to find all types of vulnerabilities. So hence I suggest to use Spider. But anyway, I'm going to look at this Spider here. So when I click on Spider, it is going to ask you the scope. So what are the scope you are going to give it for this? If you don't want to give any scope here, just click on Start Scan. Similarly, if you want to select this active scan, it is going to give you the policy additionally when compared to Spider. So it is going to give you the option to switch off or mention the threshold value of your vulnerabilities. If these are all the vulnerabilities by default, it is going to give you as part of default policy. If you want to give your customized policy, then you can still give your customized policy. So all these attacks are like, see here, all these type of vulnerabilities. Once it is okay for you, and just click on the start scan, it is going to scan your history request. So you look at here active scan, and you can see here progress also it is happening. Now it is 0 point. So go, this is the stop button and this is the password. This is what now progress details you can see. Clicking on this, you will see all the vulnerabilities which got considered as part of this active scan. So now this first one is starting, it seems. Okay, so if you don't want to scan any particular area, so after scanning started also, you can stop like this. If you click on this, it is going to stop these areas not going to be scanned. So as it is taking much time for us, so I'm just skipping these things. I'm just only allowing this thing so that the scan will get completed in less time. So now the scan was completed, and go and see it was 100%. So when it comes to real time, it should not do that. That means you should not click this. It has to be keep as it is. Then it is going to run taking all the requests. So once it is done, it is going to display the status bar as 100%. Then go to see here your vulnerable discount here, and it is going to give you all the stuff. And when you see any vulnerability and you just click on here, it is going to display here. So what is that actually? And it is going to give you the solution as well. And you double click on it, like just double click on it, it is going to tell that so it is a medium priority. And evidence was this one because jQuery was being used 1.90, so they wanted to be upgraded one. So they're going to give references, go and check it, and it will give you some solution as well. So this is what the the alerts information it is giving it. And if you generate a report, so generate a HTML report here, and it is asking to give a name for that, and it is going to generate an HTML format, and it is going to display in the browser. Now you can see these are the medium priority 14 issues, and these are the categories considered under the medium priority issues. If you look at one of the issue here, this particular JS file is evidence for internal error, and they are suggesting to implement custom error pages as like custom errors. Like instead of giving a runtime exception to the end user, big error and red color error and the technical stuff, it is going to display on the UI. Instead, it is better advised to give a custom page with customized message. So all that it is going to display you here, and you just look for solution and just look for references here and plan for fixing all this security stuff. So this is how it is going to scan your website and identify the vulnerabilities and give you back to the form of report and HTML and XML and JSON, etc. So this is all about like how you are going to scan your website using job security tool. So I hope you understand and aware of like the steps how you are going to start and configure your website and run the spider and active scanning tools as part of job. So thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe this channel for more videos, and thank you.